So we getting ready to watch Queens, and already I have an issue with this show because it's coming on at 10 p.m. Now, American Horror Story, I can get. It's creepy, it's scary, it's something for the late night. Queens, y'all are giving an Empire slash Star T. The latest you need to be on is 9. You ain't getting us to stay up till 10. So it's the next morning and I'm catching your butts. And y'all as old as I am, so y'all need to be in bed too. 10 o'clock on a Tuesday night? Now, maybe a Thursday night. Maybe you could get us with a Thursday night tea where it's like, okay, tomorrow's Friday. Maybe we stand up a little bit. But even still, 9. But Tuesday at 10 p.m., ain't nobody trying to finish your show at 11? You got the time messed up. Like, you already coming in wrong. Who is trying to stay up and start an hour-long show at 10 on a Tuesday night? I mean, y'all don't have that much competition on Tuesdays. Ain't no housewives on. Y'all could have, had that 8 o'clock slot. We would have been ready. 9 o'clock, we would have been like, okay, it's a little more adult. But after 10? After 10 p.m. Eastern? Girls, you doing too much. I feel like that's already a setup to fail. So we start off over 20 years ago in 1999. Tonight we're gonna party like it's 1999. Yeah, we really should have saved that one for 2020. You was 20 years off, Prince. You was 20 years off. Should have been we gonna party like it's 2019. Yeah, that's what it should have been. So we open with Eve as Professor Sachs. And she got all these fine men around her. But why she blow up the house? Why she snap her fingers and blow up the house? The house ain't done nothing. Videos made a little more sense that back then. Mariah was not blowing up houses. That was Left Eye, and that was real life. Fast forward to the future and we see Professor Sex with the results of all that sex. 5 children. Ooh, and they look stair-stepped too. Oh my God! I know who her husband is. He was one of Theo's friends on the Cosby Show. Oh Lord. Good to see him. Okay, so her husband is battling some health issues and he needs a CT scan. His hair looking real fresh though. Take a note, Tyler Perry. Now we got Nachuri Naughton as The Thrill. Oh, but then cut to her in confession, and not only is she withholding sex from her husband, but she's having an affair. The Latina heifer is Butter Pecan. After the group, however, she became a journalist, and she's upset that she ain't on the Van Jones interview. They giving her fluff pieces. But we see her putting a vial of something in her drink to deal with the day. I don't trust it. Then we see their manager, E-Rock, and we cut over to Explicit Lyrics, who is Brandy. So I'm guessing they might be together. But now she's gone from in present day, she's gone from explicit lyrics to folk singing in dive bars. So some guy says in the audience while she's doing her folk miss. So we go back to 99 and they finish the video and then we see their beautiful house. They all live together, beautiful foreign cars, 2 Lamborghinis, an old Rolls Royce, and a Porsche. But not the kind that don't know about the Underground Railroad. So we see Eve living her normal people life now and she done got some lingerie for that husband. So as Eve gets herself gussied, she head on down to the bedroom and she hear her husband messing with some other woman in her house. She come in there and it's some skinny 20-year-old red-headed hussy. And she gonna say, I'm sorry. Girl, if you bold enough to hump on somebody's husband in the wife's house, you bold and you ain't sorry, ain't a lick of sorry in you. But you ain't sorry either because this heifer was in her house. I could buy you being sorry if something happened on a boys' trip and you got really drunk one night. I can understand that I'm sorry. But in the house, sneaking around, no, that's very conscious. That is very deliberate. You ain't sorry for that shit. Because if you was sorry, you wouldn't have done it. Now we got Nachuri testing her fertility, and she's like, oop, it's a fertile day. I can't sleep with my husband. I do not want to end up tied down to him. I'm trying to figure out how to wiggle out of this marriage. Oh, Nachuri's having a lesbian love affair. Well, at least you ain't got to worry about bringing home no babies. That's probably why men cool when women cheat with women. It's like, well, I ain't got to deal with no extra children. So, hey, do what you do. As long as you ain't bringing home no baby. Now, you know what? That is a twist. And shout out to Nachuri for stretching herself as an actress. Because I picked up on the vibes right away. When, what's her name? Let's just call her Rob Dixon. I can't stand sissies like this. I can't stand sissies like this. The heifer gonna say, I need to be out and open with who I'm in love with. Okay, then why are you messing with married women? She got a whole family, a whole husband. Why are you messing with her? There are lesbians all over this world, even bisexual women that are single. So if you want to live out and open, then date those that are out in the open. But you go get somebody married and you think they're going to blow their life up for you? Girl, you're stupid. And also, there's no guarantee that your relationship's going to work out. She already knows she can't get it right once, and she swore to that one before her family and God. So why she think she going to really be able to make it work with you? What makes you think in a year you ain't going to lose them how you got them? So why even go through all that when you may be a side piece replaced? Your thinking is flawed, darling. Now we got Brandy dropping by her mama's to see her daughter, and she ain't been by in a year. Oh, so she really on her mess. Child, the daughter walked up to the door. She said, I haven't seen you in a year. You ain't coming in here. I'm your mother. No, the grandmother is the mother. You're an incubator. Girl, she is cussing her mama out. She said, I feel sad. You're chasing the fame you lost 20 years ago. You're so reckless, you don't even know who my daddy is. I'ma shut this door, and I'ma wish you luck. Wait a minute. Did Butter Pecan spike that other girl's coffee, and that's why she acted a fool on that news interview? Oh, she treacherous. Eve having dinner with the kids trying to act like nothing wrong, but she got to get up from the table because she can't take the fate. She's so mad she get in the car, ain't even going nowhere. Turn the radio on, and it's her dang song. So Eve called Nachuri and say, girl, turn the radio on. Then we see Brandy in her car hearing their song play at the same time. Cut over to Butter Pecan, and the old manager approaches her, and he says, let's put the band back together, because we owe them. Apparently, they had a little bit of an affair, and that's what broke the band up. So we all get together to bring the band back together, and child, Brandy charged Butter Pecan so fast. Nachuri was like, girl, we too old for this. Okay, well, the money right. After they calm the little tiff down, the manager says, I got a $50K each performance. Everybody get $50K. We ain't splitting that money. It ain't no bull. Because I'm like, 4 heifers. Ooh, that's a lot eating off one check. Eve say, look, Nachuri, I know you involved in your parish or whatnot, but I need this coin. My husband broke and cheating, so I'm going to need money for the bills and a lawyer. Butter Pecan, a.k.a. Valeria. I like the name Valeria. But she gonna say, look, I'm only helping y'all out because you don't have any real success, and I'm the one who ended up with the fame you're still chasing, dear. This is beneath me. No, it ain't, heifer. You had to drug somebody to get where you at and let there be a little corporate investigay. You gonna be messed up. Also, ain't nothing on this show happened so raw and raucous that it needed to be on at 10. But now the 3 girls are at the bar, minus Valeria, and Eve tells them, I walked in on my husband cheating. So Nachuri and Eve go upstairs, but Brandy go to talk to the old manager at the bar. And they get into it a little bit, because she's like, well, you chose Valeria, and he said, well, you had a baby by somebody else. I just can't wait to find out who. Oh, Lord, now he's starting to kick a little game. Brandy, please don't buy the bull. Can it just be business? So Brandy take him up to the room to bump some bus, cause you know old feelings die hard. I gotta say the soundtrack is really good. They're giving us all the old hits. We getting some classic Remy Ma, Conceited, I Got a Reason, as Valencia walks into work. On today's episode of I Was Right. Oh, girl, you see, you can't pull stunts on camera. You've got to do your dirt behind the scenes. You've got to cover all angles and expect the unexpected. Girl, she walk into the room with the bosses and they say, explain. And they show her just switching the cups, just an old switcheroo, just like them cup games. Just mm-hmm. She was drugged. I was like, that looked like GHB. She gonna say, I just put my cup down. He said, in front of hers. She said, oh, what, I poisoned her with a racist elixir? He said, look, we could hire some investigators if you want to, but I don't think you really want to go there. I'd quietly step down if I was you, boo-boo. I knew it. And now Valencia gonna walk up on the girls while they're having brunch. The show? I think we should do it. I was just being petty. Mm-hmm. No, you just being po heifer. Ooh. However, Brandy gets a Google alert that the heifer just been fired, and she says, oh, okay, this is why you're here. What's the real term? So Valerius say, look, I really ain't shit, but let's do this. And they all like, well, we all kind of could use the coin, so 3 for 1 and 2 for 5. Okay, so this is giving us, at the rehearsals, what the encore was trying to. This is like the real encore. Carlos King heard this show was in the pipeline, and he said, let me go on and put out the encore as a prequel. Ooh, you trifling sissy. Trying to ride coattails before they even came out. But they rapping and they changing up their lyrics to reflect who they is today, which is cute. I'm liking this show, but I feel like this should have been a mini-series rather than a series, because I don't know how they're going to get 2 singles out of this. I mean, 2 seasons out of this. They could get 2 singles, but not 2 seasons. But they still will do better than Candace, I don't know how to heal a heart, Dillard. I could see this music doing Tracy Braxton numbers. I could. Oh my God. So in the middle of rehearsal, Eve's sorry husband gonna come up. I need you to come home. I have cancer. Well, I guess you better go die by yourself, because I'm sick of looking at you. You ain't offer nothing. You better have some life and some health insurance, because I ain't about to blow this money on you. Gonna leave me alone with 5 children. You ain't shit. I don't want to tell the kids alone. You cheated alone, you tell them kids alone. From now on, you're responsible for your own actions. I ain't fixing shit. Tell them you cheated too. Tell them you got cancer and you cheated, so you got to go through it alone. Show them what happens when you mess up this big in life. Oh, you really gonna try to blame your cheating on the tumor? You really gonna say, look, it was judgment and impulse control. It wasn't, I was not in my right mind. You are, I'd be like, you know what, go get a doctor to prove that to me. We got to get a CAT scan where I'm going to have to sit in with your doctor. And if your doctor tell me, he is not in his right mind, then maybe I could think about forgiving and forgetting. Because if something really mentally wrong, mental health is real. And if something really is mentally wrong, then that is something that should be considered. Where it's like, okay, you having a mental moment. But you are too cognizant. The fact that you was able to look all this information up to try to excuse your cheat-tay-tay, nah. The fact that you're trying to cover your tracks like that, I'm sorry. No. Also, you were too sneaky when you were doing it. If you were truly reckless, I just would have walked in, clothes would have been strewn everywhere, and you really would have been out of your mind. But you weren't. You were cold, calculating, cruel, and manipulative. And to try to use your cancer as an excuse, all I can hope is it puts you in the ground, because then at least you'll be useful as fertilizer. Because you're a piece of shit. Now that was a read. She gonna say I'ma nurse you back to health and then leave you. Why? I'm not wasting good medical bill money on no fool like that. Go on and get in the rose garden. Dig your place up. You're sorry? We gonna see how sorry you is. You about to know my friend sorry. I tell you I'm nursing you back to health. Child, you have 30 days. So we backstage in the little break room with Valencia and Brandy. And she says, oh, I wish I had your talent. Brandy said, well, you parlayed it. I didn't. And she said, well, you have a family. She said, no, I got a kid that don't like me and a baby daddy that don't even know he a baby daddy. So Brandy never told the pappy. I'm sure he's some washed up has-been from back in the day too. Or maybe he's one of those who has money now. Maybe he's on his spectacular. Valencia is saying, I let the one real relationship I had go. And then the manager come in and she all up on him. I made reservations for us for dinner and you can't say no. And he like just bumped Bussy with Brandy in front of her. And he like, okay, well, I can't say no. I think maybe it's best for us to just, not flaunt anything in front of other bandmates. And I done already bumped Buss with one of you. So let's not start up the old thing again. But, I just don't get this love triangle. After 20 years, neither one of you heifers done moved on. Well, Valencia, you can't stop getting in your own way. And Brandy, you can't stop getting in your own way either. In the bathroom, the jury having a heart-to-heart with the new artist they working with, and she upset that all these men is in her pockets. So the new girl invites them all over to her crib tonight because she's got Benihana delivery, which, oh my God, my mouth is watering. But she sees her do a little coke, and Naturi had a coke problem. I mean, not the real Naturi, but Naturi on the show had a coke problem. She was like, no, thank you. But she was like, And child, the way she walked in that house, she was fainting. She was fainting. Oh, girl. So they get to the house. And the music's loud, so she barging because she was low-key looking for a hit. And you see this girl is fell out dead. D-E-D dead. Not D-E-A-D dead, D-E-D dead. Just dead. Oh, child, that fentanyl real out here. People be falling out. Oh my goodness, she ain't dead. I can't believe, I'm happy she ain't dead, but she looked dead. Like the eyes was open. I could see if the eyes was closed, like maybe there was some hope. Them eyes was just open. Well, I'm glad she made it. So we all at the bedside, and the mean white manager's like, girl, you better get up and promote this album or they gonna come after your advance. Naturi's like, she needs to rest. She has a drug problem. This is the issue. And he's like, girl, your tickets to premenopausal obscurity are back at the hotel. And then she just had to knock him out. Cut to the visitors area. And all the girls are like, yeah, we care about her, but we've known her for 3 days. We know she need us, but did you have to sock the dude that gave us this opportunity? Because we needed that 50K. You could have done it another way. Valencia's like, I wanted to keep going. I felt the magic that we had when we were on that boat back in 99. And then the jury says, I'm gay. Everyone's like, wait, what? You're coming out. It's time for the world to know. Let your Rob Dixon show. You're coming out. I feel like Brandy is slowly turning into Queen Latifah. Except for the lesbian. I just say the acting styles. I feel like she is giving me Carlotta right now. Okay, Brandy, this little guitar interlude. Ooh, Lord, fast forward and best fiends, child. She is giving us her best Melissa Norwood. So the overdose heifer gonna give the nasty girls the stage all to themselves. She's like, I ain't even gonna perform because you know I gotta get myself steady again. Cause I was giving you. To me, that says dead, but okay. I guess I don't hang out with that many people who overdose. I've seen a hair on lean on the street, but I've never seen. Oh, these costumes for the final performance. What in the Tina Knowles? In the Tina Knowles? What in the Tina Knowles hell? They needed to bring Brandy's mic up. I could barely hear her rap. It reminded me of Janet's mumble. This ending song just ain't it. It's something's just off. I think a lot of little things are off, and it adds up to one big. It's just all of it is just too low and muted and low vibrational. It's just they was doing good until this. It's very Empire. It's very Empire. See, y'all need to learn from Sissy Falchuck and Sissy Murphy. That's why they redid popular songs, because they realized, oh, you just can't make a great soundtrack like that. Y'all ain't Sondheim. You ain't. So 6 months later, they're going on a world tour with that new heifer that they saved. Well, that was the shit. It was well paced for a first episode. It kept my interest. I see it as a 2-season wonder, but I'll be here for all 2 seasons, and I'll be just as angry when they cancel this as when they canceled Star. Well, I will see you soon for Black Ink Frickin' Crew.